The 1970s ushered in several changes in India, politically as well as artistically. The economy was continuously on the slide down since the mid 1960s. Student unrest and revolution triggered by the farmers' agitation was sweeping through the country. Indira Gandhi's first prime ministerial stint was marred with disputes and criticisms. On the one hand, she nationalized banks, pioneered the compelling slogan Garibi Hatao, fought against Pakistan to win Bangladesh its freedom. On the other, she split the Congress party and declared a nationwide state of emergency on 25th June 1975. It was in the 70s only that Hindi mainstream films went through a silent shift as well. As the genre swung from romantic films to angry social ones, the mantle relocated from Rajesh Khanna to Amitabh Bachchan. Interestingly, the angry young image of Bachchan, the hero, unlike Khanna's, was distinctly more macho. His muscled existence made sure that the films had lengthy fight sequences and lesser romantic ones. The heroines, more often than not, were outcasts in different ways: street performers, cabaret dancers, all of who resided in the peripheries of the society. As the stories mostly revolved around revenge, it was the mother who became more important in the life of the hero. It was she who held the leash on her son's life and choices. This shift of the woman from a lover to either a partner in crime or the revered mother is, in a sense, a reflection of the mother son rising in national politics through the decade. In this medley of revenge drama, along with the mother figure, the one consciously constant was the male companion. It is in this milieu that Sholay was released on Independence Day in 1975. Emerging from the same stable of cinema centered on a misogynistic angry hero with a male cohort claiming justice for a wronged mother who supports, instigates, cries and curses but never overpowers the son as in Mother India, Sholay had different projections of the stereotype. The image of Amitabh Bachchan is intact, but here there is no mother figure in Sholay, and goes on to become a maximalist marvel. It featured in every top list of Indian films throughout the decades and continues to enamor audiences despite its inordinate length. The length of Sholay is also a justification for its constant popularity. Rarely there is a film which caters to almost any audience through the different emotional subgenres it sets out to explore. Sholay opens with the arrival of a train in a nondescript station. A police warden embarks and rides a horse to reach Thakur's residence. The film ends with another train leaving from the same station. Between these two, for a quarter and 3 hours, Sholay transports the audience into a journey of frenzied entertainment. Where Sholay excels over many of its contemporaries is in its intriguing dialogues that are oft repeated today and are of a high technical standard.
तुम्हारा नाम क्या है बसंती?
लोहा गरम है, मार दो हथौड़ा।
ठाकुर सिर्फ मर सकता है काशीराम।
Moments after the opening of the film, when Thakur reminisces his first encounter with Jai and Viru, the two heroes, there is an attempted train dacoity. Shot on a moving train with horse-ridden dacoits chasing it in parallel through wide-angle pan and track shots interspersed with close-action mid-shots, the film does set the tone and establishes expectations right from the beginning. But Sholay is more than the mere technical acumen it exhibits. In interesting ways, it questions mainstream cinema's several cliches by staying within the margins itself. For instance, the introduction of the two heroes happens casually in a flashback scene of the Thakur mentioned above. It was the villain Gabbar's entry which is rather celebratory, with the camera tracking the menace through his feet first. Then again, following the trend of characters portrayed by Amitabh Bachchan, Jai in Sholay falls in love with Radha, a widow, someone outside the socially accepted definition of a regular lover. And yet, their union is incomplete with Jay's death. In Ramgarh, where the entire drama is set, Thakur and Gabbar epitomize the characters of Ram and Ravan, respectively, of the epic Ramayana. This is significant considering the fact that on his escape from jail and return, Gabbar doesn't kill Thakur. By miming his hands, Gabbar essentially makes Thakur invalid. It is to be noted that Thakur joined the police force to protect the law of land, though by his own admission he could have rested on the land properties of his forefathers. In reducing Thakur to a harmless neutral, Gabbar, a distinct low caste, sends a signal to all upper caste feudal landowners who continue with their merciless oppression. But Gabbar is evil personified. He can kill his own men and helpless children. He is sadistic and he is cruel. The film never shows bloodshed in the brutalities committed by Gabbar, amplifying his iniquity even more. When Gabbar proclaims that there isn't a prison in the country that may hold him captive, he becomes an inveterate social sin. Both Thakur and Gabbar are physically stationed in a location, Thakur in Ramgarh and Gabbar in his den in an open hillock. Their journeys are psychological, to take revenge against each other. It is hence pertinent that Jay and Veeru are complete rootless social wanderers with no past. They will be on the side of virtue against Gabbar's evil sin, to restore parity and balance in the social order. In contrast to Thakur and Gabbar, Jay and Veeru do travel a lot, physically, in action, or even in leisure. They are in a constant state of flux with no predetermined agenda in life. The motive of speed associated with journey is exemplified several times in Sholay through the different modes of travel, from train to bike to horses and the horse cart of the village girl Basanti. The two primary women characters, that of Basanti and Radha, are supplementary to the men's. Basanti is bubbly and effervescent, she is courageous and outward. Radha's journey, on the other, has been from a cheerful girl to a silent widow. Sholay is a film with an ensemble cast having several subplots and flashbacks. There is humor, remorse, pity, anxiety, all laced with high-pitched drama and fast action. The deft, free-flowing cinematography, along with precise editing, has provided Sholay with an enduring watch. The director's political vision in Gabbar's Avenge of Thakur and his ultimate downfall in the hands of two unspecified, undetermined individuals is unmistaken. More so when the village of Ramgarh, as a symbol of India, is shown to be headed by an armless Hindu Thakur and a blind Muslim Imam. A veiled comment at India's political crisis during the first 5 years of the decade. It is through Jay and Veeru that the common man can rise to restore parity. This common Indian is ageless. His spirit is undying. He has a heart full of cinders.